Hiya, I'm Kyle Castile and welcome to That Salon Podcast.
That's Salon Podcast. That's Salon Podcast. That's
Hello everyone, welcome back to That Salon Podcast. We're currently filming episode number dos. So we have got my very, very good friend, Nicky Hill, aka Nicky Hill. She shortens it to make herself sound smarter. So just because people don't know who you are, Nicky, we normally go through a process where it's some quick fire questions.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to let you go for it.
What
is your name?
Nicky Hill.
Hill. And what's your job title as it stands today?
Makeup artist / tattoo artist.
Gets a bit confusing,
Bit
doesn't
of
it?
both,
A bit of both. And what's your natural hair colour? Because I do your hair and I know this is not it.
I am ginger.
What type of ginger?
Strawberry blonde. It does exist because I have it, so yeah.
Okay. And what's your favourite takeaway?
Indian.
Indian?
Always.
What from an Indian, though?
Specifics. Paneer korma because I can't do the spice.
That toothpaste is spicy to me.
Yeah.
Do you have meat in it?
Nah.
Yeah, I thought you look a bit
Yeah,
like
no,
like a level
because
4
I will
vegan.
pick apart the chicken to make sure that it's cooked. I'm too paranoid for that.
Okay. So at work, what's the thing that you hate doing the most?
Stock checking.
Stock checking. What is it you hate about stock checking?
Because my brain doesn't have the capacity to be able to deal with stock checking. It gives me sensory overload.
Okay, I'm already bored for you.
I know.
What time did you get up this morning?
I got up at 6:30 this
I don't
morning.
believe you because
I
you
know
were
you
still
don't
late
believe
when I
me.
picked you up.
I know you don't believe me, but I genuinely did because I was so excited for today.
I know, you have been dead excited, haven't you?
Yeah, I
But
have.
she's late for everything.
Late for
Normally when it's
everything.
to do with me.
Yeah.
So out of all the celebrities in the world, actors, singers, whoever, who's your biggest celebrity crush?
That guy out, who's Craven, that guy, I always forget his name. Aaron Taylor Johnson. He was out of Angus Songs and Perfect Snogging. He's elite.
Nicky's
But as
currently
Craven-
doing, what is it, an Italian kiss?
Italian kiss.
Italian
It's like,
kiss.
oh my God. Yeah, he's a bit of me, definitely.
Bit of you.
Wouldn't say no anyway, won't kick him out of bed for farting.
What is your favourite colour?
Purple.
Why purple? That's so pedestrian.
I know it is, isn't it?
Yeah,
But like a
violet
violet
purple in it though, to be honest.
Violet. I will go for violet.
Like a lavendery colour.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bit more of a morbid question, but where do you want your ashes scattered? Because let's be honest, the way your elf is, it's soon.
Yeah, it's coming up in my numbers up. I'm gonna say Devon.
Devon? Have you even been to Devon?
I've been to Devon loads of times. Yeah.
Whereabouts in Devon?
Brixham
Right, I have
on
no idea where that
Goodrington
is.
Sands.
What's so good about Brixton in Devon?
Because it's my childhood. I went there as a kid, or maybe actually Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
I can see that with you actually, a bit
Yeah.
of Blackpool.
Just take me up the big one and just fucking throw me off
You
it.
just scatter off as you go.
Yeah.
What's your best TV series?
Well, it was The Glow Up, but
Bit so much.
I don't really watch TV. MasterChef, anything to do with cooking.
No,
Love
have you-
cooking.
I'm mad on Gordon Ramsay stuff, mate.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Hell's
Absolutely
Kitchen. I love Hell's
mad on
Kitchen.
it. Yeah.
Like he's just is swearing. It makes me laugh so much.
Yeah, just no matter how
He's just
successful he
like-
is, he's dead
Yeah.
real in here.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Right, so now I feel like the people know what your blood type is.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have a
Yeah.
chat about this week. How's your week been?
It's been a week.
It has been a week, hasn't
It's been a paper round this week. Yeah. It's been all right. Yeah.
So it's been a heavy week then.
You could say that. Yeah. You could say that. You could.
How's life
Could
been in the
definitely say that.
cabin today? This week, sorry.
It's been busy. I've not really been in because I've been poorly. I've been in bed, haven't I, with the flu.
Yeah, Nicky
So,
gets the flu every week
every other week.
without fail.
The immune system just isn't giving this year at all.
Well, you might be able to help me with something, right?
Go on.
So in my salon, I've decided to relax the uniform policy just because
Right.
I feel like when girls are wearing tunics, anyone wears tunics. Like when I wear it, I think I look like a tit.
Yeah, you do.
So when I've relaxed it a bit more, it just becomes so complex. I'm just like, just dress smart casual. Because like when I
Yeah.
look on Instagram and stuff and all of our hairdressers and beauty professionals, they're always look dead cool and like, oh yeah, I'm so edgy.
Yeah.
And like in ours, we look like we're from the early 2000s. Do you know what I
Right.
mean?
You want like edgy cool.
Edgy cool. So I'm
Right.
trying to tell the girls like smart cash, Oh my fucking God. Why is it World War III when you
Bedlam.
give a group of
Yeah.
girls
We need
instructions?
specifics, though, Kyle. You
I know,
don't
but I'm like,
understand.
but then you get people going, can I wear joggers? Is joggers fucking smart casual?
No, but
it
they
is
can
not.
be wide-leg joggers that actually look nice in a salon. So you need to show them a Pinterest,
Right.
like a mood board.
Right. In the end, I end just turning around and going, do you know what? I can't be asked. I'm just going to do me. You do you.
Yeah, wear what the fuck you
Can't
want.
be asked to it anymore. Sorry, guys. We had to take a little bit of a break there because Nikki actually gave me PA, Isabel, a phone and said, let me know if anyone dies. Yeah. So Isabel's just stopped us filming to tell us what, Isabel?
Becky says Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Don't think anyone's dead.
No one's dead.
No
It's
one's
Galentine's
dead.
Day.
It's Galentine's Day.
Anywho, so back on uniforms, like, you know Abby, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Abby's my business partner for the House of Castile.
Yeah.
So I love Abby with all my heart.
Yeah,
But
she's
oh
top.
my God. If it was socially acceptable, I would have roundhouse kicked her. We're talking about this uniform thing because she's fucking hard work, mate.
Yeah.
So even like a few months ago, I'm like, right, guys, I'm letting you all wear scrubs. These are all the scrubs that we're going to wear. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to order them. They'll be here next week.
Yeah.
And it was fucking World War III.
Yeah.
Abby's like, well, I'm a size -4 in the top, but a size fucking 20,000 at the bottom. Blah, blah, blah. Can you get some? Can we try? And I'm like, oh my God. So I thought I was doing him a favour by saying, let's dress smart casual.
Yeah.
What's the big fucking deal? Can you tell me from a girl's perspective, what is the big fucking deal?
We need specifics, Kyle. You're not being specific enough.
So if you go and apply for a job, let's say, fucking, I don't know, Vodafone, right?
Yeah.
And they say, dress smart casual. Do you email them and say, can I have specifics?
Because yes, yeah, but then you'd take from that, because what I used to wear when I actually used to do like a 9 to 5, I'd be wearing like a skirt, tights, dolly shoes, things like that. So you have to like change it up a little bit for a salon, don't you? But you never really know what is acceptable salon wear wise, because I've been there in salons.
Okay, what about if I said then, which I actually did say this and Isabel can back me.
Yeah.
So the rules are smart casual, no boobs, tums or bums.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Why are you not letting them get the boobs out?
Because
Especially if it's warm.
Because to me, right, as a gay man, right, boobs, I can appreciate a good pair of boobs, right?
Yeah.
But I look at them and go, oh, that's how you're going to feed your child. I don't look at it and go, oh,
feeders.
girl, do you know what I mean? That isn't how I look
Yeah,
at it.
yeah.
So it's just, I just don't understand why you'd feel the need to have them out. If you want to get them out, get them out. But
Yeah,
I
I
think for
get
a
ya.
salon and a professional image and letting you dress smart casual,
Yeah.
just don't get your tits out.
Modesty as such, yeah.
Just keep them in you, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like the bellies as well, like I'm all about body positivity.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't want someone's roll rubbing my shoulder while I'm having a full head of highlights.
No, yeah. Or someone's armpit on your
Actually, on
eye
me.
when
I
they're
mean,
blow drying you.
Adam will tell you this. So Adam's Nicky's partner.
Yeah.
He'll be having his hair cut and he'll have the penis rub on your
Yeah.
shoulder. Like
Yeah.
you stood there and you're going,
Yeah.
and like you're slowly melting in your chair,
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to get away from
Yeah.
him.
I have had a few elbow brushes on a lot of vaginas when
I
they've
was
been
going to thought you was
cutting
going to
my
say
hair.
really then, because if I
No.
do your hair. I was
No,
like,
definitely,
"Ah!"
I wouldn't touch that with a badge, Paul.
So in your quick fire questions, we mentioned glow up.
Yeah.
Yeah? You love it, don't you?
I love it so much.
You love it so much.
Love it. I'm not even traumatised from it, not even one little bit.
Traumatised. So I'm not even joking, guys. Right? Please go and search Nicky Hill Artistry on
Please.
Instagram and look at her
Make
work.
me relevant again.
You make her relevant again.
Yeah.
She is probably the most talented people I know. Like, she is insane. And she applies for Glow Up and they fucking hate her. And I
Yeah.
don't know why they hate you. Why do you think they hate you?
Well, I don't think I'm interesting enough. I don't look interesting enough. If I had green hair, I'd probably get on there, wouldn't
Yeah,
I?
you are
But-
pretty basic.
Yeah.
So what do you think you can do then to make you stand out more to Glow Up? Because your work's already there.
Think I need more consistency. That's something that I do actually struggle with, my lack of consistency. I'm a shit poster. Like, I really, really struggle with posting. And it's just because I procrastinate 24/7.
Yeah, you
So
are a lazy cow.
I need to, yeah. Excuse me, sorry. I need to get back on my posting, definitely.
Yeah, you definitely
And
do.
just creating more time just to get a bit more creative. But you'll know yourself as a creative person, you get the artist block.
Yeah, you do.
And it can
you
last
definitely
for
do.
like a year.
Yeah.
So it's just, I need to be more consistent with it. But you know what? I'm better than the Glow Up, so don't need to.
I won't go
anymore
that far,
anyway.
but no,
What's Glow Up? Sorry.
so Glow Up is a makeup competition on the BBC.
Yeah.
But they tend to categorise people who are very niche. Do you know what I mean? You don't normally see Susie, who works at fucking and makeup, blah, 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 on there. Normally, you do need a bit of a USP, so a unique selling point. So it's rather someone who's super gay, or I think they isolate people like that quite
Yeah,
a bit,
yeah.
don't you? But in my reflection with Nikki, though, she is an advocate of the LGBT. Do you know what I mean?
Massively, yeah.
You're
My
a good
entire
friend of
family's
mine.
gay.
Your dad's gay.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? And
exactly.
your brother is, your sister's also transitioning.
Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
like, I don't get it. I don't
No,
get why
no.
they don't want you.
Yeah,
Is it because...
maybe I just need to be gay.
Sorry, Adam.
Yeah, maybe I am. But do you know what? I think it's such a good thing though that a program is representing people like that as well. Though. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
Because it's something that we need in society. But I was lucky enough to get quite far into the processes with the auditioning for Glow Up, and I got quite far down the application process, but just weren't meant to be, was it?
No, it wasn't. What sort of stuff do you submit when they ask you to apply?
Well, it was during lockdown when I did it, so we had our bubbles, obviously, because of COVID and stuff like that. And I had to do videos of me literally doing makeup looks on Adam, like a 1920s winged eye and red lip and porcelain
And just to put a bit
skin.
of perspective, Adam's like 6 foot something, built
Blow.
like a brick shit house.
Yeah.
Beard, the lot.
Beard, yeah, he had
Full
to
of tattoos.
shave down to the skin, and he got spots from it because obviously he had to go to skin, and obviously, as you know, that's a ball ache, innit? Because you've done it for me.
I've done it
before.
for you as well, yeah.
Yeah, so. I had
So when
to
you
do
actually look
that.
at her Instagram, the Terrifier, that is me.
That is.
That's
It doesn't really look
absolutely me.
much different, to be fair, does it? Like, you can tell it's you, mate.
You can. So you're not on Glow Up,
Not.
as we can see, because you're here.
Yep.
You're actually in Staley Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the cabin. So the cabin is where Nicky works now, and it is a gorgeous little cabin salon sort of thing. And a couple of her mates work there. It's great. But Nicky actually left my salon for that, just because my salon's a bit too chaotic in it.
You got too many people there.
There's
Sensory
too
overload.
many
yeah.
people there.
I'm too
I
old
couldn't
for
agree.
it. Yeah.
So why don't you speak about the cabin a little bit?
Been there for close to, nearly 2 years now. Worked there with Leah and Sarah. They both do nails and other bits and bobs like waxing, tinning and stuff like that. And I do my tattoos from there. I've known Leah for years. Many years. Been going to her for about 10 years to get my nails
She's a really
done.
good nail tech.
Yeah, she really
She is a
is.
good nail
like,
tech.
Yeah. And Sarah's really good as well. So yeah, she poached me basically.
She did poach you. Yeah, and I'm still a bit bitter about it, Leah. No, I'm not really. Sorry, go on.
Is that going to ruin the film in that? Because I just cough like that. Nope.
No.
Right, good.
You'll be surprised what Rach keeps in.
Yeah.
Can I ask though, right? Because obviously where I work, there's 30 staff.
Yeah.
And when you work that close knit with people, it's super, super important that
Yeah.
you all know how each other tick.
Yeah.
Because it only takes that formula to be off a smidge
Yeah.
and it's on fire.
Yeah.
So how do you
exactly.
find working with like 3 close girls in such a confined space?
The hormones are unreal sometimes. Honestly, I'm not even going to lie to you. But we're all adults and we have the art of communication because we're in such a small space. If someone's on fire in there, you'll know.
Don't make eye
straight away.
contact.
Yeah,
Don't look
literally.
over.
Like, we know our triggers and stuff like that. So we've had a few bits and bobs go on here and there.
Yeah. Oh God, we've been to war with my
Natural,
girls. Jeez, I think
exactly.
you worked there when we was at war.
Literally,
Sometimes
I've been at war in yours. Yeah. It's natural, but you've just got to just deal with it. It's
You've
just all
gotta
part and
crack on
parcel with being an adult. Yeah.
It's sometimes though, like me and the girls give each other a look, and it's like if you're not watching quite now, I'm like squinting my eyes. It's like I don't hate you. It was just busy.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm like a proper sponge, me. So if someone walks in a bad mood, I feel it instantly because I'm an empath, really, really bad. And it affects my mood. So we need to know to tell each other when we're in mood so we expect it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, I'll message him in the group chat me and just be like, listen, I'm in a fucking bad mood today. Like, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. I'll snap out of it. Just let me just have my coffee. Let me just chill for a little bit. Let me just calm myself into the work mode. And
you are lucky
after.
to work with girls or that will accommodate that because I'm completely different. You know me, like as
Yeah.
much as I'm very good at giving people life advice and setting them on a track and saying, right, let's get your head together. I'm not empathetic at all.
Yeah.
I try to be. I just struggle with emotion, don't
Yeah,
I? So
yeah.
someone's come to work to me saying, oh, Kyle, I'm in a mood. Could you give me a bit of space? I'm like, you're going to be client facing? Fucking no.
Yeah.
Leave it at the door. Get a grip.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Great. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Definitely. So, yeah, you're loving it there though, aren't you?
I love
and they're
it,
dead
honestly,
nice girls.
Yeah. It's peaceful in there because it's obviously I do tattoos. It's not your typical tattoo studio.
It's not your
just
typical tattoo studio.
It's nice and peaceful in there, and sometimes like if we're not that busy, I've got the cabin to myself as well. So it's nice.
So when I met you, which was what 5-6 years ago, probably longer, you was doing brows because that's how you actually met. You coming to do my nana's and my mum's brows.
And I
yes,
was an
my
hour
nana
late.
is a queen.
Yeah,
She was an hour late.
I was an hour late, and your mum wanted to strangle me.
She
I
did.
remember her texting me. I was like, I am so sorry, and she was like, it's all right, just get them done.
Just get them done. So
Yeah.
from being in SPMU, well, sorry, makeup first, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you're a real, such a talented makeup artist.
Thank
To
you.
SPMU, to now
Yeah.
tattooing.
Mm-hmm.
It's all sits in that creative field.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
why
yeah.
do you think you was pulled to that sort of creativeness of that field?
I'll be honest with you, tattooing was always the end goal anyway. It's something that I've really always tried to get into from being 18 years old, and I'm 31 now, fucking ancient. So it takes a long time to get into, but I just used to get rejected for apprenticeships all the time.
And I'm not
or-
even joking, right? When Nicky first set up doing a tattooing,
Yeah.
she was reported by everybody. Nicky has got haters, and we don't even know who they are because she's dead loved
Yeah.
on socials.
I don't
But
know
she had
what
the
I do
council coming
wrong.
out. How often? How often did they come
Yeah.
out?
Well, it took the council 7 months to give me a license for the cabin, and I do genuinely do believe it's because of reports to the council. But I've had a license for since I started semi-permanent makeup.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a stigma there though, because a lot of established tattoo artists, which is fair, don't really like the transition from semi-permanent makeup into tattooing.
Yeah.
And
Which
that's
to me,
the
that
route-
seems perfectly natural. Because
Course
what
it
do you
is.
go and drawing on paper to stabbing people in the skin? It makes more sense.
Exactly. Like it's the transition from semi-permanent makeup to tattooing is just, it's a whole new world.
Yeah.
I thought I'd take to it like that, and I'm still
Yeah,
learning
yeah.
now.
I think though, it's something that I always stress on my podcast and all that. I think tattoo sort of does fit in with that beauty somewhere.
Of course it does, yeah.
Oops. I think we should be a community, but we're in such a bitchy, hateful industry.
Yeah,
it kills
is.
me. I
Yeah.
just want everyone to be in loved and get on, but no, everyone's
Yeah.
starting fucking salon wars.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
they're shit, this is shit, that shit.
I know.
Like one of our mutual friends owns a salon. I'm not going to
Yeah.
say the name,
Mhm.
but she gets a lot of hate.
Mhm.
Why does she get a lot of
I
hate?
think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
as
I think
well.
you know who we're talking about.
Yeah, she's just. I think people just love to hate.
I think they
Genuinely.
love to hate.
Anything that they can read and have a laugh about and cause a little bit of drama and, you know, like have a gossip about, people love it,
It
don't they?
blows up.
But we do. If someone's getting slagged off all over Facebook, we're like, oh,
I mean,
fucking hell, have you seen this?
I
Have you
was sent
seen that?
screenshots this morning and I had to like nearly stop driving and go, look at that,
I
look.
know, yeah.
So we
Like,
are just
they're
as
like-
bad.
Yeah.
But I always believe in though, like my motto with tattooists, hairdressers, beauticians, there's no such thing as a shit professional. It's a lazy one.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That
I
is
get
it.
you.
End of.
Yeah, definitely. But now that I'm I say quite far into tattooing, I've been doing it for 2 years now. I understand now why a lot of people had reservations about me going into tattooing from semi-permanent makeup, but they didn't realise that I've been trying to get into tattooing since being 18
I know
years
you
old.
was trying to get into it for a while.
There are a lot of people that literally do semi-permanent makeup and they just do tattooing as like a side thing.
Yeah.
Whereas the whereas the art of tattooing is actually quite sacred when you look into it.
My
And it
brother's a
should-
tattoo artist. I know,
Exactly.
like he is bound by his laws of what he
exactly.
does. He's insane too.
It should be a respected industry and you should have a lot of training behind you. And I realise
should.
that now, which is why I stepped away from like the fine line side and went back to basics and undertook a lot of training myself. But I'm lucky to have a lot of friends who are like
Yeah.
very well established tattoo artists who have helped me. So.
Definitely very lucky. But now you've given me clinical depression. I want to have a bit of a play and a bit of a pull at things now.
Okay.
So I want you to tell me your salon mare. So this could be somewhere you've worked. It could be a client. It could be you as a customer. Throw something out there.
Oh my God. Where do we even start though? Because over the years I have had some, you already know I've had some situations, mate. About that time I got cornered in your salon.
Oh my God. Yeah, she was an angry girl.
She
And
was
you
a
was only
very-
like 7 minutes behind, weren't you? And she's like squaring up to you in the room.
Honestly, she backed me into a corner. I had to tell her, please don't back me into a corner. Like
I
feel
actually
like I'm
banned her
being-
from the salon after
I know
that.
you did. I
Yeah,
know.
she'll never get in our salon again with them long toes. I wish you'd stop joking, putting your germs on the mic.
There's so many that I could even, I can't even cherry pick one from my thoughts, but one that is actually really standing out to me was probably about 8 years ago now. And I was asked to be the makeup artist for a big company for a photo
Name
shoot.
drop him, dare you? Do it.
Do you know what? Fuck it.
She's coming for you.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong, still shop from them and stuff like that, but they pissed me off royal because it was the first time I ever got asked to work for
And do you know what though? As me, from someone who understands this process and all that,
Yeah.
being your backstreet hairdresser to like seeing blue ticks in your inbox,
Yeah.
it's a very, very like, oh my
It's
God, what can I
surreal.
do for you sort
Yeah,
of moment. Do you know
exactly.
what I mean? So I get it.
I was like,
your
yeah,
bum would have
literally
been
bend me
twitching.
over. Yeah, I was like, do what you want with me. It's fine. But it was like a big opportunity for me. This, like, I know these days a lot of makeup artists have worked. It's still a big thing for them, and I'm glad it is. You know, I'm not trying to discredit that, but the way that they was with me was horrific. Like, down to the treatment whilst I was there.
Tell me about it. What did they do?
Okay, so I was booked to be the makeup artist for a photo shoot. I was there for. I was told I'd be there between 10 to 12 hours for the full day, basically. And the fee would be £100 for the day. Now that is...
That's less than minimum wage.
I know, mate. That's low. But I was like, it's... Like, it's a big thing
Where
for
was
me,
it?
this. Manchester. So, obviously, I weren't driving at the time, so obviously, because...
You day rider.
Yeah, got my day rider down there. So obviously got the train there because I didn't drive at the time. So, but I've turned up, and as soon as I walked through the door, I had no idea where I was going in the building. No one greeted me or anything like that. And I was like, it's kind of expected because I know they're fucking busy. Like, I don't expect them to roll out the red carpet for me, kind of thing.
Yeah, but there still would have been a hiring manager.
Yeah,
For
there
that
was.
position,
But
there would have been.
Yeah, she was awful. She was an awful human. She was really... I am one of those people, I try to always see the good in everyone, but she made me so nervous.
And I
from the
know
get-go.
you and all, though, when you're on work, you are uber professional.
So
You are
professional.
ready.
Yeah.
You're ready to go. Your brushes are in your hand, fucking
Yeah.
hitting me with it. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
this is what I mean. Like, I go into work mode.
But can I ask you a question?
Go.
Was you late?
No, I was early. I was actually early because my dad said to me that day, he was like, if you're fucking late. He was like talking to, like, with gritted teeth. I was like, I won't be late, I promise you. So I've walked through the door and she was like, you're doing hair as well today. Have you brought your hair stuff with you? I was like, I don't do hair. She was like, what makeup artist doesn't do hair as well?
Most makeup artists.
I know. I was like, she was like, I'll just have to give you my blow dry and the my blow dry brush and the styling stuff out of the room. I was like, I really don't know what you want me to do. I've never blow dried someone's. She was like, just try it, like that. So I was like, this woman.
For
I was
£100?
like, yeah, for £100. Like, you really going to talk to me like that for £100? Really? But because obviously I was like, yes sir, no sir, promise, yes, let's do this. I was like, proper
The
like,
models walk out looking like Freddy Krueger.
yeah, honestly. So the models were the most kindest, most beautiful people.
The models I've worked with, they
Yeah.
are very, very nice.
Yeah.
I've never met a
Yeah.
nagger or stuck-up model ever.
Yeah, but she was amazing and she was calming me down. I said, I'm just going to be honest with you, love, I've never done hair before. Like, I did come from a hairdressing background, as you know. But I'd not done it in a very long time. I never got as far as like doing blow dries and stuff like that. So I was like,
So you did day one.
yeah, it was like day one. I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. And she was actually talking me through what to do, which was so nice of her. And you know what? It looked fucking mint, you know,
Yeah,
when
models
I
are
did it.
dead knowledgeable, you
Yeah.
know. They sit there for hours themselves,
But,
don't
yeah.
they?
But you know me, like, I can pick up things quite easy as well. I think I was just panicking because of where I was. And so anyway, there was something called, like, we had to do like test shots to make sure that the undertones that I was using on the skin in the makeup suited the models and, you know, looked good on camera, no flashbacks and stuff like that from powders. And we did a test shoot, and admittedly, because I was a bit nervous, I went a little bit too yellow with one of the concealers. Now, instead of the director saying to me, can we just swap out the concealer, she was like, what have you done with the under eye?
Yeah. So just for the viewers then, what would
Yeah.
that have done, that yellow? If you went too yellow on a camera, what would it have done?
It would have literally flashed back on the camera, especially because the model that I was doing the makeup for was a darker skinned woman.
Yeah.
So it went a little bit too yellow on the undertone. I should have basically gone darker
Yeah.
with it, gone with more of like a reddy undertone. And she was like, it's way too yellow. She was like, you've not done a good job there. Redo it. But there was no please,
She sounds
thank
like
you.
she needs a diazepam.
Nothing. Exactly. Like, she needed something. Don't know if it was a diazepam, but she needed something. Do you know what I mean? I just
Like
thought,
over.
yeah. So anyway, I redid it, and then she was actually happy. Did like the full shoot and stuff like that. It ended up being an alright day, but I got there at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't leave till I think it would have been about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, something like that. because of the shots that we were getting and stuff. And I actually doubled up as someone who would, like, how do I describe it? Like a bit of like a runner for the shoot. So if the dress was out of place a little bit, I'd run on and adjust it.
I do think that's put on us quite a lot, though. Like I've done
Added
weddings
extras.
before. I'm helping a bride into a wedding dressing and going, "What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, but we take
Why
on
am I
that
doing
role
this?
ourselves,
Why though?
don't
I'm
we?
not your handmaid.
I know,
Do you know what I mean?
I know, but we love it though,
Professional.
don't we? It's like, oh,
So
they like my little
if
products.
you could say, if you bumped into that woman tomorrow,
Yeah.
what would you say to her?
I'd walk straight past her and act like I didn't know her.
Would you?
Of course I would. Don't speak to me like that and
Yeah.
make me feel that small when I'm already nervous. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And she was one of those very overly dominant people. You could tell that she was just a bad
Can't relate.
narcissist. Yeah. About that. But anyway, in a nutshell, it was like a 30-day invoice turnaround, which
Yeah.
is quite common for these companies, even though the CEO's nipping to Dubai for his dinner. Do you know what I mean? It's just one of those things. But they took 76 days to pay me £100.
And how much communication did you have to give to them to try and chase this £100?
I was actually very, very nice with my communications.
Was you?
But yeah, because I was speaking between me and this woman that I was talking about who hired me. And then it went to the accounts department and vice versa. And yeah, it took a while. And I just thought £100 to this company is literally nothing. Like it's nothing. It's pocket change. If that.
It's less than
Yeah.
pocket change to them.
And I got worked to the bone that day. Like I felt like I was doing an apprenticeship again.
But do you know what though? Sometimes though it's cheeky though, because we're classed as self-employed.
Yeah.
We're not bound by minimum wage.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So they're calling it as like a service fee. We're not
Yeah.
bound by it. So it's fucking cheeky.
I know it is
really.
cheeky.
You know, like I make sure, like if I get put on a call out or whatever, that my fuel's charged for.
Yeah.
My extra 10 steps I've had to take to my car if it's part of someone else.
That's
I'm
what I
fucking
do
charging
now.
you
Yeah,
for it.
You have to.
Everything I'm charging for. So you obviously have took the piss out of your royal there, haven't
Yeah.
they? They've not paid you as quick as they should have done. 76 days, 3 months for 100 fucking quid.
I know,
Do you
for
not
a
know that
woman.
a dog goes to the vets every week?
I know, she's expensive. You
She's
shake her, she
expensive.
rattles. She's like jingling.
What about salons and stuff? Have you ever had like a really bad time in a salon or with a client? So bringing it more back down to what can be relatable now to makeup artists who will be watching you.
Salons that I've worked in. So this is actually no hate to this salon. Because when I worked there, I was a nightmare. Like I was going through a lot in my life and stuff like that, and I was late for clients. I was late getting there.
She's still
you know.
going through it.
I'm still going through it. But anyway, I'd just gone through a really, really crap time, and the salon was structured similar to yours. So there was managers and there was people under people,
Yeah.
and it was run professionally.
I won't go as far professionally with mine, but there's definitely
No,
managers
but
in
there's
place.
structure. Do you know what I mean?
There's a
There's good structure. But I'd just gone through a breakup and I'd come back off holiday and I literally had the clothes on my back. That was it. And I walked in just about to put some numbing cream on a client, and one of the mums of someone who worked there come up to me and went,
Did she work there?
yeah, it's like, yeah, she was like always there basically,
Yeah.
and she worked there, and I think she was some sort of
Like senior position.
senior position, something like that. And she walked up to me in front of a full packed salon full of people and my client, and she went, do you even own an iron? I went, what? Like trying to brush it off, and she was like, you look like a scruff in the middle of a beauty salon. What are you iron your top? And I just thought, fair enough, I probably look like a fucking dog right now, to be fair, because I probably did. Like, I was a mess, right? But she didn't know the day or the week that I just had. And I just thought to myself, why would you try and make me feel even lower? But the thing is, though, she didn't know how shit of a week
I
I'd
get
had.
that, but like me, obviously, I manage a 5 group of people, and I
Yeah.
do think it's super, super important to pick your battles.
Of course, definitely.
And being a manager isn't being a dictator or saying you fucking do this, you stand there, you do this.
Yeah.
It's understanding people. So if you was one of my staff,
Yeah.
which you have been,
Yeah.
and you come in with really, really creased clothes,
Yeah.
at first when it's just me and you, I'd probably make a bit of a light joke at
Light-hearted
it.
comment,
Yeah,
yeah,
a bit of a
yeah.
light-hearted comment and see
Yeah.
how you responded, because it was an emotional response and I know you need support, not direction.
Yeah, exactly.
So I feel like she's just been to see you next Tuesday
Yeah,
and
she
trying
could-
to embarrass you.
Do you know what she should have done? She should have taken me into a side room and be like, I've noticed that you.
Yeah,
that
but
you
look
look
at
a
you now in
little
your
bit dishevelled
30s
today.
and it's still traumaing you because you brought it up.
Yeah, it does. But I hold on to
Arsehole.
things like that as well. I really hold on to things like that. But like I say, like I was doing brows and I knew I weren't supposed to be doing brows.
Yeah.
Like that was not my calling in life. So I felt like
So she wore crease clothes.
Yeah, so I wore crease clothes. But she should have taken me into a side room and basically said, like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah, I agree.
you can't come into work
agree.
looking like this, Nicky. And I would have been like, I know, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So thank you for turning this couch into a therapy couch.
Oh,
I do. I feel like I need a notepad and not
Are
a
you not going
notepad
to start
but a card.
crying? No.
No. I've
Okay.
not cried since 2002. But anyway, now we've listened to your mares that you've had, and I know you're not a hairdresser, but we're going to listen to some voice notes that I've sent in.
Oh, go on.
So if
I'm
you
all
can
for
give it a spin of a perspective, if you was that client, and also you know how behind the scenes of a salon works, you know them conversations in the kitchen going, fuck, what do we do? Shit, like that.
Yeah.
So if you just give it that spin,
Yeah, go for it.
perfect.
Perfect.
This is the perfect opportunity for us to just take a second and kind of unpack what's happened to you.
So this week's voice note, we've got Susie and her hair disaster. Now I said before that you're not an hairdresser, but
Yeah.
just listen to the fucking state of this.
Oh
You
my
ready?
God, yeah, go on.
So here's a shit show of a hair story for you. It was probably about a few years ago now. And I went into this salon and I already had like highlights in my hair and stuff like that, but I just wanted blonde, do you know, like proper.
What is it with these fucking voice notes that people are sending in and they're talking about blonde all the time? As soon as
I
you hear
know.
blonde, you go, oh
Yeah.
shit, here we
It's
go.
a minefield, isn't it?
Barbie blonde. Anyway, she's cracking on. She's putting all this fucking kitchen foil in my hair.
Dead kitchen foil. That foil's really fucking expensive, I'll have you know.
Kitchen foil.
10-15 minutes went by, no word of a lie. I looked up in the mirror and I looked at my hair and I thought, it looks fucking green, this. So I shouted her over and I was like, excuse me. I said, it looks green.
So from a technical point, right,
Yeah.
I don't know what this hairdresser's doing right now because bleach, unless your hair's already got green or purple or got a blue undertone in
Yeah,
there somewhere,
yeah.
it isn't going to go green. It's just going to lift and lift and lift and lift.
Yeah.
So I can only assume then that she's using eye lift tint
Yeah.
or she's actually just toning it in foil.
Yeah,
Because
totally.
when you put a toner sometimes on top of blue shampoo, it instantly goes green and you go, fuck, like that.
Yeah.
But then it sorts itself out in
Yeah.
a second.
She's come over, she's had a look and she was like, oh no, it's the lighting, like...
The fucking lighting.
The
Do you know how many
lighting,
times I've heard
honestly.
it's the lighting in this room? I think I've
do
said it.
myself, yeah, when I'm colour matching. Oh my God.
I promise it's not got a hue of blue. It's the lighting in this room. When you go outside, that one, just give it a wash and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine, don't worry about it. It's not been on for long, like, we just need to leave it to progress longer. So I was like, right, okay, no worries. This must be normal. Obviously, my hair's in foil, so I could only see, like, little bits at the top. So I'm thinking,
She should not be able to see her hair in a foil.
Yeah.
She should not.
No, I know. Definitely not.
right, she must be right then. I must be tripping. Left it a little bit longer and I could still see it look more green. So I just left it because she said it's normal. So I didn't think out of it, so I've left it. Roll on another fucking 10 minutes. More green on my hair than your local dealer's man bag on a Friday.
I love
Local
it.
dealer's man bag.
I love
I've
this
got a
girl.
sneaky suspicion, right? Just because the people can send them in from all over.
Yeah.
She's Mank.
Yeah. Of course she is.
100% northern.
She's definitely from
Your
Johnston.
local dealers.
Yeah.
At this point, I was telling her what to do. I said, you're going to have to wash me off because you're turning my head green. So she took me to the back washes and started washing me off and then sat me back down on the chair and she's like, right, let me put something else on it. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know what she said. She said a load of numbers. I don't even get it. Some mad mathematical hair bullshit.
We
I'm
do
like
have
that
our
with
own
you.
language, though.
Yeah,
we do.
you really do.
We really, really do. It reminds me, I've seen a video on TikTok, Joe, and they stood there with the minions' eyes, going,
Yeah,
that is literally what
it is
it's
a
like for
different
years.
language. Yeah.
She's going on and she's slapping all this like bluey, creamy shit all over my head. Looked like Papa Smurf was happy to see me.
So if your hair's green, right, so
Yeah.
anytime you colour in or you tone in, you come back to the three primary colours, which is red, yellow and blue. So green is a combination of what? Yellow and blue.
Yeah, yeah.
So if she's putting more blue onto it, it's just going to come more fucking
Yeah,
green.
of course it is. Yeah.
Oh, this poor hairdresser, I can't imagine. I bet her arsehole was twitching,
I
her back
know.
was piss wet through with sweat going fuck. But it
Yeah.
always comes back down to them red, yellow and blue. So, hairdresser, if this is you and you fucked her hair up, as Suzy, if someone's sending someone's hair green, they're the two primary colours. What's the third primary colour missing? Fucking red. Use red.
Cancel it out with the red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can describe what it looked like. The pigment on this green just clung on, like the kind of green like what Billie Eilish used to have. Obviously, she pulls it off. Me, however, just looks like an absolute fiend. It's just like, I don't know what's happening. Like, I don't know what to do now. Shall we put another? I'm like, shall we put another on? No, we shan't. I literally, at this point, had to just get up. And I just said, right, I'll pay for whatever I've used. But
Why is she paying for it?
I know. No,
Like,
I'd be off.
Oh my
mate.
God, I love me khaki green hair and Smurfette vibes, like she said before. No. So she's handing more green over.
Oh, I know. That's bad, that.
I'm not doing no more. Like, I can't physically do it. Oh, long story short, I've ended up leaving the salon. On my way home, I went to pick up 2 black box ties.
Right, this language on this voice note is not appropriate. We do not use box ties in a
No.
sentence.
Yeah, not in front of Kyle, please.
Not in front of me,
He's gonna
swearing.
He's going to have a nervy bee.
Went home and black box dye my hair. Absolute joke.
Absolute joke. Love that.
I know.
So, me being an hairdresser throughout the years, right, I have had my fair share of fuck-ups.
Yeah.
I think an hairdresser who is good is only good, and it's not the amount they've trained, it's the amount they've fucked up.
Yeah.
And I will say that now. If I've ever fucked your hair up, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sick now. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean.
So when I'm hearing this from a client's perspective, my first thought is that hairdresser is shitting herself.
Yeah.
But what she should have done to begin, as soon as she sees anything's turning, like you hear this like quite a lot, trust the process.
Yeah, trust the process.
Yeah, so as an hairdresser, we're told to trust the process. Red King came into my salon, it must be about 5 years ago. They launched Shades EQ. This won't mean anything to you. So Shades EQ is essentially a toner.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all these demi-gloss toners, all singing and dancing. And I had a client called Elaine, and she wanted to go silver. So I've put this toner on her head, and I'm not joking. I finished my application. I've turned around, spoke to someone, turned back fucking round, and I'm like, oh, it's blue.
Yeah.
It's fucking blue. So I'm panicking because, like, the minute you start seeing, like, blues or greens in people's hair, you're
Shit
pretty much
yourself.
fucked.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you
it's
are, yeah.
Yeah, cancel your next one because you're going to be there for some time.
Yeah.
So I've gone and sat round the corner and trust the process, and I've trusted the process, and I went back round, and it was beautiful. It was
Yeah.
absolutely probably the nicest silver I've done to date,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty fucking good at silvers.
Yes, you are.
So that hairdresser at that point, when she's seen green,
Yeah.
should have got it off. Like, you as a client, what would you have been thinking, or what would you have done differently?
I would have cried.
You
Mate.
just stood there and cried.
I would have just cried, honestly. You know what I'm like? Oh, I just ate that. You know what I'm like? I go within myself, maybe with stuff like that, and I would have been like, my eye would have been twitching, like, you know, it would have been hard for me. But I wouldn't have. It's hard. I would have tried to communicate the best that I could with the hairdresser and be like, this is not okay. Like, I can't leave here until it's rectified, kind of thing.
But though, like, on the flip side too, so she's saying she already had blonde highlight, so I'd be interested to know, have you been toning that at home yourself?
Yeah,
have you
what have you been
Yeah, what
doing?
have you been
Yeah,
doing?
what shampoo
Because
have you been using?
it's very, very not the norm now to highlight with high lift tint. It's always bleach.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's always bleach. Bleach is just far superior, and you're in more control of what high lift tint will do. So when she's doing that and that's lifted up green, it wouldn't. I'm trying to get it across to say, like, it's fucking hard to lift up green
Yeah, of
unless
course.
someone's done something to it, especially in a blonde highlight base.
Yeah.
So what that hairdresser's done, I hope she's still in hairdressing, but Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Green is the devil.
Green is the devil.
Green is the devil.
Very, very hard to get out, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm going to actually show you a picture of it. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, go on. Make me feel better about my life.
And if you're listening, Nicky's face is in pure disgust and shock.
Oh my god, yeah. I would not be happy.
I know, but I look at that and think that's well workable.
Yeah,
It's
you
well
would do.
workable.
But I look at that and think, I'm shaving my head when I get old.
Yeah,
Do
from
you
a
know what I
client
mean?
perspective. I
Yeah.
mean, probably loads of people have sat in my fucking chair and thought that, but
Yeah, I do every time you do me hair.
dick.
Help me if you can, I'm feeling down.
So thank you, Susie, for sending in your voice note. And please remember, if you want to get in touch, you need to send your voice note by WhatsApp. I'm really looking forward to hearing them. Isabel, can you just say the number out for me?
07356 086 509.
Be professional and say it again.
Come on, you need to learn this.
07356 086 509.
Perfect. So we've spoke a hell of a lot about disasters, haven't we?
Yeah.
So why don't we celebrate people who are absolutely smashing it at the moment?
Yeah.
So right now, it doesn't have to be an hairdresser. It can be beauty, tattoo artist, even a celebrity who's doing their thing and owning their space. Who are you looking up to right now where you think they are fucking sick?
Well, just to stop you there, actually,
Yeah.
you've just hit 100k
I
on
have.
TikTok.
Oh,
so,
but I'm not a celebrity.
yeah, but you pretty
I
much
am a
are now.
celebrity.
He's famous. Famous, okay.
Watch me.
Like, because I don't, obviously, I'm not an affectionate person. I will
Yeah,
not show
yeah.
you affection, but I am actually very, very proud of you
Oh,
for doing
thank
that
you,
because you're
Nikki.
just a little council kid from Droylsden,
I
mate,
literally am
so
a little council kid from
I'm very,
Droylsden.
very happy for you.
Thank you.
I wish it was me.
I
but
wish
it's
it was
not.
me too,
I'm
but
not.
it's
I'm
me.
just going to leech off your success now instead, if you don't mind.
Here's
Thank
my
you very
coattails.
much.
Let's go, girl. No, honestly though, like from your field, who are you gonna look up to and say they are killing it?
She gets a lot of stick, right? And I don't understand why. P. Louise is
I love
killing
P.
the
Louise.
game. She is up there with one of the most successful business owners in the world, and she literally built it from nothing. She built it off a loan
P.
off a nana.
Louise is actually in the same friendship group as me when I was a kid. We're both from Droylsden, aren't we?
exactly. Yeah, and she is literally just a normal girl
Yeah.
who now has a lot of money behind her, and people don't like that.
I
People
know
love
she
to
put like
hate.
the other day she was cooking us under dinner or something on her Instagram
Yeah.
story saying I'm just a normal girl and people were hating her.
Yeah.
I'm sure that kitchen's worth more than people's soft
Yeah,
appliances.
I know.
Oh, fuck off.
And their
Let the
empire
girl
as
cook a
well.
dinner and share it with you. Leave her
Yeah, I
alone.
know. They really do. But the thing is, though, she will obviously expect that because she's in the limelight. But she is killing it, and she is setting such an amazing example for all the younger generations to basically portraying an excellent work ethic for all these young ones.
Yeah.
And not only that, but providing them a safe space with her empire as well, which I think is a fucking incredible idea. No one's done that before, and she's found a niche and run with it, and I think it's an amazing thing to do.
Yeah.
She's someone that I'll always look up to and idolise business wise. Her makeup styles were never my kind of style.
Yeah.
Admittedly, she was always getting shit for being way too heavy with the makeup, and some of her products I
Well,
don't
she's
even
gone
like.
all the way heavy to the bank.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
She's
So-
not asked. She's not asked about my opinion of her products, which is good. Like, some of them I think are crap. Some of them I think are absolutely unreal, and she's just
But her as a
consistent with it. Her as a
person is
person,
like, wow.
embodied her as a person. She is like
Isabel's a little bit of a
up
P.
there.
Louise star because she actually got in my car the other day.
She's
She went,
amazing.
did you see that posted this morning
Yeah,
of in a car singing? She went, she Shazammed all the songs.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. No, but she's killing the game page, definitely, and I honestly take my hat off to her. Whenever I see articles about her, I'm sharing them because I just think you are literally, you live like where we all grew up, and
She drives past the
killing it.
salon sometimes and just
Exactly,
things like that. Yeah,
and-
she's
but
absolutely
she's
awesome.
a household name.
She's a
and
household name.
She is a household name, and she's done that for herself. And I just think, hats off to you, girl. Like, you've absolutely fucking smashed life. So,
yeah, she has absolutely smashed life.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming to see us today,
Sorry.
Nikki. I know I can't wait for your multiple text messages that you send me. So that's a pet peeve of mine. So if you have a voice note and you message that number, I hate it. Why can't people just send one message?
Yeah, but you're a ringer.
Yeah,
you
I'm a
ring
ringer.
me.
I'll
Don't
ring
fucking
you.
ring
I can't
me.
be arsed typing. But
Yeah,
like,
well.
you go, hello, how you doing? Can you
Yeah.
fit me in on Wednesday? But I've only got 25 minutes.
I've got anxiety, Kyle.
So we'll bring today to a close then.
Yeah,
So thank you
sound.
so much again.
You're welcome.
And if you guys do want to get in touch with us, our socials are at That Salon Podcast. You can listen to us and grab us anywhere where you get your podcasts from. And that's about it, really.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Bye.